Gentlemen, we celebrate the best. Remember the finest hour. And all things considered, the S-Class Marquis represented the greatest line of sedans ever made. So, the W223. It's a big girl wearing Lulus. This design works great on smaller models. Beautiful. But that rear end, it's a bit of a problem. You can see things you're not supposed to see. I'm talking quality. Visible panel misalignment? Very visible. Gentlemen, this is sloppy on any car. But on an S-Class, it's a conspiracy. Crunch, crunch. That's not a lot of force. I can feel it. Can you see it? And in person, it just doesn't come out straight. It's a little tipsy. And what the heck is that? Just a blatant hole in the door panel? Alright, soft close is not a binary feature. Some are good, this one is bad. Fit and finish, it's generic. All the exterior gadgets, okay, this is just getting messy. They could hide it better, like they did with Distronic on the Maybach. But no one appreciated the effort. And yeah, Maybach, because I also don't pronounce Mercedes in German. You know, 20 years ago, Mercedes did card-style keyless go. Alright, I'm going in, and just remember, this is focusing on the bad side. You've already heard all the good stuff. And for the first time ever, an S-Class is all rubber seals. Major downgrade. And guys, right above the nameplate there, and it's not even sealed. Those are air gaps. This is ultra flimsy, featuring an effortless thumb pullback. And look what else your thumb can do. This is bad. And look, Mercedes brought back the run-of-the-mill door check. And this one with the bracket, it looks weak. We are starting to see gap variants. It's not Lincoln bad, nothing is, but still. Look, inspiration from the Ford Escape. And okay, visually, quite frankly, this is making me uncomfortable. And look, big picture here. The design, I respect it, no doubt opulent. All right, by now, this should be screen button start. Hey Mercedes, get creative. So slim, so trim. You can feel the plastic bend. You know those $20 Walmart pillows that feel like nothing? Yeah, you see that line, you can feel that line. Plastic flashing. Known in manufacturing as excess material attached to a mold. Oh no, but oh yes. Gentlemen, fingernail plastic excess S-Class scrub. This is an S-Class first. You know, I had to check the VIN. The W does mean it was made in Germany. Really? You know, this feels rough. And this feels very loose. And limp. It just drops. You know, once the whole diamond top stitching thing has made it all the way down market, you know, it's time to do something else. And look, they can still stitch in a straight line. Oh look, never mind. You know, I would love to be the chief final touch officer. Okay, rough edges, rough felt. Am I the one that's out of touch here? Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, and hold up. I feel play in the handle, only to be outdone by that impressive rattle. Auto sunshade. The up and down guide is so gaping big, you can see the inner workings. It's in your line of sight. It's in decent exposure. But this one actually in particular has me really wondering. You know, I don't want to say that this came out of the factory like this, but it's on both sides, man. That's like an assembly ribbon or something. All right, look. These are the oh so inconsequential details, and on this level, she is still gorgeous. Just not as classy. Alright gentlemen, look, I said it before and I'll say it again. And I really mean it, so listen. To the young guns watching, forget luxury car videos. Go hard learning about money, finances, and the economy. Because believe me, it's gonna rock your world. Plus, when you see something like this, it just reminds you yet again, we're being a little too nutty. But I'll have you know, the SOB in that driver's seat walked away. More or less. Which actually just brings us right back to the S-Class, because safety. This is so sensibly good, you're a lousy father if you buy a car without it. The sales guys are definitely milking that one. And of course, an S-Class will always have some sort of best in the world type stuff in it. Resonators in the seats for 4D in your butt surround sound. Let's listen. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mercedes design team.
Your star.
knowing full well the distraction of screens, you get away with murder.
Yes, you do.
So crack open a nice cold Bud Light, because thanks to you, the future is looking good. And here's the thing. At idle, the engine does not feel isolated. I can feel it in a cheap way. And this ride, it has me tripping. Not because the vents luxuriously reflect themselves in the side mirrors, but in comfort mode, this ride, it's not great. It's really not good. And I hope that this example is just a bad apple, because I don't feel what the others are raving about. Let's compare it. And big difference. The engine, it just feels far away. The road and the world, they're all way more isolated. The ride is just more substantial. By the way, this is important. If you have a diesel and you didn't get the email, there's some class action bucks waiting for you. Check the links, and if this helps, say thanks below. And I'll have you know, I am not pumping neon coin. But are you sure your vehicle's maintenance is up to date? Maybe some filters or fluids need replacing? Well, luckily for you, my Amazon links are down below. You care about your baby, don't you? Alright, here's the plan. I'm gonna post this hit piece, and then I'm gonna ask for a press model. So join me on Twitter. Gentlemen, they don't make them like they used to. And honestly, that's fine with me. Because when you look around, there's a lot to love about it. However, I don't believe that they would intentionally diminish a fundamental in luxury motoring: the drive.